Let me just check her chord real quick. That's there. That's not touching that. That's not plugged in. That's not good. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Matt, there's something about, people with bad posture. There's just something about them.
Now I'm
It,
self conscious.
it doesn't sit well with me.
Nice. Din, 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 din.
This is Steve G and Matt G with Happened in the 90s, a show where we talk about what happened in the 90s. So get out your major pain tapes and your House of Pain posters. Cause if I ruled the world, imagine that. I free all my sons. I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. Could it be if you could be mine? We both shine. If I ruled the world, still living for today in these last days and times.
Mm, classic.
Well, today, my friend, we're talking all things July 2nd in the 90s. I love them, baby. Starting off in 1991, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers would release Into the Great Wide Open.
How do you feel about Tom Petty, Steve?
I loves me some Tom Petty, man. I was the black guy in the computer labs at BG blaring Tom Petty, and all the white guys, the other computer nerds, were like, where do they make these kinds?
This doesn't compute.
Yeah.
I just,
Analytics.
I gotta be honest. It was more of a visual thing. Tom Petty always creeped me out. There were some. I never was a Tom Petty head. Like most things, Steve, I'm a basic bitch, and I tuned into the well knowns, the last dances with Mary Janes and whatnot. But
Yeah.
not a huge Tom Petty fan, but respected. I mean, he's a legend.
Come on, man. He's so cool because I'm riding on the train. But like, also, he was one of the voices on King of the Hill. He had a recurring role, man. Tom Petty, dude, he just transcends generations.
Yeah, I mean, for sure has longevity. I honestly thought he was a living dead person since the '80s, anyway. So
That's
that's
not
why
fair.
that's not fair. But yeah, dude, shout out to Tom Petty, dude. Love the top hat too. That look where he had like sort of the Mad Hatter look for a while. I feel like he was going for.
Last Dance, that was that era.
Dug
Yeah.
that.
And RIP to a legend, too. And also in 1991, Heavy D and the Boys would release Peaceful Journey because now that we found love, what are we gonna do?
I didn't know I
Heavy,
was a Heavy D fan, Steve. I didn't know.
me too. Oh, man.
I didn't know it.
He thrived at the perfect time, too, because his peak was probably mid to late 80s going into the early 90s. And that song is probably the last one, unless I'm forgetting some. That's the last one that I remember from him. And the fact that he was a clean rapper, he actually has a song on this album called No Cursing. Um, yeah, because this came out in 91 and we're a year removed from the Chronic. So things would change like drastically.
Please don't curse.
Respect the ladies. Hey, say queen. You did.
Yeah,
A
but
year removed from bitches ain't shit but hoes and jerk.
yeah, it was going the other way, Heavy. But and I honestly though, I did enjoy listening to this. I was like, this is just gonna be one of these like boom bap things. I really only knew Heavy D as just like a person. because he would
Yeah.
always be in like historical stuff, or he'd just be in shows, or he was an actor for a while too. But yeah, shout out to Heavy D, dude.
One of the dopest songs he did was the In Living Color theme song.
Okay, well that just blew my mind because I didn't know he did that.
That was him, man.
Fuck me.
Making it safe to walk down the street.
Young Curse.
Right. The overweight lovers in the house. And also in 1991, Trisha Yearwood released her self-titled album. But then in 1992, Real World New York is airing season 1, episode 7. Heather wants to grab his booty. The joke backfires. Kevin returns after leaving the house in horror at his roommate's transformation. Julie and Norman explain and apologize. Heather's infatuation with basketball player Larry Johnson climaxes when she gets to meet and spend time with him. Hilarity ensues.
She climaxes. Honestly.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of climax. He basically dapped her up, like, cracked a couple jokes, and kept it pushing.
Oh, you got a camera? Yeah, I'll hang out for a couple of minutes. Cool. Who's this little white tenderoni you got?
Right. That's literally what happened. Now, who man, shoot, flash, shoot. Who, yeah.
I honestly think though that this encapsulates what I think maybe at the original like impetus of Real World that they were planning on having. People in like a room discussing like race and stuff and not being blackout drunk and be like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
It's a very basic bitch conversation, but I think it's funny to see this and see how sort of just blasé this is compared to what reality TV is now. This is boring.
I mean, this was the litmus test in 92. And I didn't get the recap, but apparently in the previous episode, the roommates did something that infuriated Kevin. It pissed him off. Yeah.
Let me just fill you in. They had like a fish tank. I went back and watched the previous episode because I was like, this is confusing. So Kevin's gone. Everyone else in the house puts weird personalities in a fish tank and pulls it out. So I could pick whore, for example, and I would act like a whore when Kevin comes back. So they all picked a personality, decided to act like that when Kevin came back, and it fucked Kevin's head up. He actually leaves the house, Steve. He's perturbed. He doesn't know what's going on. He thinks he's living with lunatics. And they're shocked, Steve. And I don't know if you clocked Eric's little get up that he had on.
Yeah, I did.
It's crazy. I think he was the homosexual. He got like flamboyant gay.
Oh, that's what that was about. Okay.
So Kevin comes into a house and is like, these people changed overnight or whatever. And he's left. And then we're left in sort of the aftermath of that as this episode starts, where everyone's like, yeah, man, he's just gone. Like, I don't know if he's coming back.
Yeah.
I think we screwed this guy's head up.
Just bounce, man. And I guess what the alt rock dude, he's supposed to be in a bluegrass band. I don't know.
Yeah, that guy also was he wasn't here at the beginning. Was he here at the beginning of this season?
Yeah.
I never remember that dude, whatever his name is. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember all the personalities, but I think Eric was like a flamboyant gay dude. Rebecca, the white corn-fed chick, she became a whore. So she was acting whorish.
I thought that was Julie.
Which one's Julie?
Julie is the country chick. Becky is the one that gets in the argument with Kevin.
Okay. I mixed up the white chicks' names, but you're right. You're correct about that.
And they can't reach Kevin. They're trying to call. I don't know if he had a cell phone in 92, but eventually Kevin comes back.
Yeah, he's like, wait, what? And they kind of let him in on everything, which also has to be kind of weird because basically letting him in on it is him just watching like a tape of all of his roommates, like, let's fuck with Kevin. So he's sitting there like, man, this is kind of fucked up. And honestly, like Kevin's like the most intelligent, just like to me, normalist dude.
Yeah.
Everyone else is either like from the country or whatever, like a model or some shit. So he's just like, yeah, I don't know, man. It just kind of fucked I was actually gonna leave But I called a friend of mine and he was like, man, go back. Like, they're probably just fucking with you. Kevin's got a short fuse, though, Steve. So he's not fucking with the shenanigans.
Yeah, he's totally not with that shit. And so they get past that. They're basically saying, like, hey, look at us on tape. We're bonding. We're being funny.
Yeah, but I'm not there. Yeah, but we are. Check it out. I'm being a whore.
And then we cut to the girls in Heva. She's talking about how Larry Johnson, he was born to make love. That's her husband. He'll be in town March 23rd.
And she's just waiting to squeeze those cheeks, Steve.
Yeah.
Grandmama, she's got creeks. So she's waiting to get those. Yeah, and Larry's coming to town. Or to, I guess, New Jersey, because I think that's where the Meadowlands is.
The Nets, yeah.
So, yeah, I was a fan of Larry Johnson because he had a cool personality, but I never heard like ladies go, "Ooh, I want to fuck Larry Johnson."
Hey man, there's somebody out there for everybody. That's what they say. Maybe it's the gold tooth.
That it is that. Striking.
She's even willing to risk her freedom. She says, I might get arrested. I still got to grab that ass.
Man. So Larry Johnson might need to get some sort of a restraining order or just at least alert security at the Meadowlands. Because Heva's in the house, Steve. Or she's at least planning to get some tickets. And as they're talking about Larry and his sweet ass, shout out Larry anyway. I mean, he was built, Steve. So I get it. But they get an envelope. The whole house gets this envelope. They're going crazy. They don't know what it is. What's happening? What is this? Are these summons to go to court? I don't know. They're going to Jamaica, Steve. They got tickets to Jamaica, Mom.
To get their groove back and possibly smoke some of that bunk weed. But that is secondary to Heva, because at the top of her mind is Larry Johnson. There is the top 5 things on her mind. The 1 through 4 is Larry Johnson. 5th is being her rap career. And
Jamaica.
That's it.
Man, I like also she's very like, where the tickets at? This could be a fucking joke, idiots.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Heather again gonna commit some kind of sexual assault on an NBA player. It's not the first time this has happened. So everyone else thrilled they're going to Jamaica. You know, white chicks gotta buy bathing suits. I don't know. I don't know what else you need to do to go to Jamaica, Steve. Never been. I think somebody's like, yeah, they said it's kind of dangerous. I think the hillbilly chick's like, yeah, they told me it was dangerous.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Heather's like, I wonder how big it is. Oh, does he shine that tooth every night?
Look at this card I have. Look at this big ass fucking outline on his shorts. That's his dork, Steve. I can't do New York accent.
That bulge. Oh
my god.
And now they're at the subway. Her and Julie, they're meeting a baseball or basketball god, as she puts it. So, like, she enters the Meadowlands where the Nets lose games, and she waves at Larry. But at first he's like not even noticing her. She goes to the other corner, kept waving. She just kept moving around that.
Hey, I'm over here. And I think there's a crazy bitch out there that came in off the street.
Yeah.
Heather but I like Julie in this because she's straight wingmanning this whole thing and just trying to make it happen. So I do like that out of Julie, even though she's a hick.
I mean, out of all these chicks,
this is your biggest fan. This is your biggest fan. And Julie has no idea who Larry Johnson is. If I'm there, I'm freaking the fuck out. Like Heather, Steve.
Yeah,
not in the same way, but I'm still like, yo, I'm speechless. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, they don't get the NBA in butt fucking Egypt, Alabama, wherever the hell she's from. But so they meet up with Larry, and she doesn't grab the cakes. I guess she just got intimidated, and they actually missed the bus. Like they made it up to Larry. They saw him, but they missed the bus. And did
It
they
looks
get the
like Dark
digits?
Days. It looks like Dark Days in the Meadowlands too, Steve. That place looked crazy. I don't know what the Meadowlands was like in the early 90s, but they walk out and they're like, we need a ride, and it's crickets. But I do think I think you said maybe they got some digits, or maybe she gave him her digits.
Yeah.
Digits were exchanged, but you know Larry fucking threw that at like a ball boy or somebody and just kept it pushing. He didn't remember Heather. He had a little interest in Julie though. I know
Yeah.
that. He was like, "Ooh, who is this?"
And Heather kept saying, "Yeah, I heard that you wanted to meet me." Yeah, but like I heard the joke like 3 or 4 times. He said it like 5 times. Like,
Compliment his career. Compliment something else. Say you love grandmama. Grab his ass. I mean, honestly, speaking from Larry Johnson's perspective, a chick grabs your ass. That's a little more interesting than I heard you wanted to meet me. Right, Larry? He just smushes her and leaves. He's like, yeah, you Julie, is it? Okay.
yeah. My milk of magnesium.
The Lord is my shepherd. He knows what I want.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, you live on a farm too? That's even better.
Want to role play? Jesus.
No, not that. Not that.
Oh man. But yeah, so we go back and we find out Becky doesn't have a bathing suit. And they're also talking about an election. Hopefully she doesn't find a bathing suit because Becky's kind of gross. And yeah, they're talking about this election. This is 92. So we're talking Ross Perot and Bush won.
Can I
And,
finish, Steve?
Yeah. And Slick Willie.
Yeah, but this conversation it takes a left turn, Steve.
Completely.
It goes full left from I need a bathing suit to you don't understand what it's like to be a black man in this world.
Yeah.
I like Kevin leaving this and being like, dumb bitch. I just love that. I loved how it ended. But this is an uncomfortable conversation that as just like a white dude that's just like sitting in a room. Sometimes you get like, and I'm sure you've seen it too, being around a bunch of ignorant white people, Steve, possibly in college, where you get into these conversations where the white person's like, yeah, but we're here now. And like it gets to that. So it's never gonna, and then it devolves to the inevitable, you're a dumb bitch or whatever. So that's basically what we saw in this episode.
Stever kicked me in the ass.
But I stick by my statement that this specific portion of it, and not so much the Larry Johnson thing, which just was a nice aside, but like the racial aspect and people arguing in a room together about politics even is what they may have wanted at the original part of this before we got skewed into let's get some big titty chicks and just start feeding these kids booze constantly to get this thing going. Let's fuel the fire a little bit.
That totally was like the aim, because that's why they blended in all of these people from different backgrounds. And I wouldn't call it a melting pot, just like Kevin said, because we're not blending, we're not melding,
we're separated. Where even if we might all have like equal rights according to the law or whatever, but it's just not the case. And like Becky's just in there like, yeah, but like, what it's like to, and of course then it goes to like, well, I'm a woman, so that like I'm persecuted too and stuff like that. It's just I don't know. It's like I said, I'm a white dude, so like when it gets to this, like I shut up because I don't know shit. Like it is what it is.
Find it like I think at least have some common ground, even if you don't understand or can relate or have experienced anything similar to that. Like at least like hear a person out, because their truth isn't yours and vice versa. Yeah. And I feel like Becky couldn't even do that. Like she's just dismissing him. I think at one point she said chip on your shoulder, and the dude is just trying to speak his truth. Like he even told her some real shit as far as like the civil rights movement. White women have benefited more than that. believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, he's throwing like legit facts at her, and also he was like pointing out some things like that she had said that then she, which I'm married, Steve, so I deal with like this kind of thing all the time. We're like, wait, but you said that like a week ago. And they're like,
Mhm.
I didn't say that, and it's just it devolves into you don't know what it's like,
Yeah.
And then Kevin's left to be like, all right, well, yeah, okay, Becky, you're dumb.
You're a stupid bitch.
I'm out.
I said over the weekend, you stupid bitch.
Oh man, but they're going to Jamaica, Steve. It's gonna be a great trip.
Hey man, this makes for good TV in '92.
Not enough Larry Johnson though. I mean, come on, Larry. It was MTV. You couldn't give Heather like a kiss on the cheek or just like 5 minutes at a restaurant, like a Subway hanging out. I don't know.
He gave her a hug and some play fight. He gave her like like how Martin would do.
Hey,
Yeah. All right, Heather.
buddy, he pops her on the shoulder real quick. Gotta go,
All right, buddo.
Julie.
Yeah, holla at a player. But that following year, 1993, The Firm premieres. A law school graduate uncovers a sinister secret about the Memphis firm that made him an offer he couldn't refuse. Directed by Sidney Pollack, starring Tom Cruise, Gene Triplehorn, Gene Hackman, Ed Harris, Holly Hunter, Hal Holbrook, and David Strathairn.
And Gary Busey, Steve.
Gary Busey.
And I'm almost positive the guy who played Jigsaw in Saw is one of he's like the assassin dude, the ugly guy.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the DEA guy from Breaking Bad.
No, I was saying the bald guy from Breaking Bad. That was my last credit. But I think if you look it up, the guy who played Jigsaw in Saw, I can't remember his name and I don't really give a fuck about Saw. That guy plays the ugly assassin dude in this. I don't know, man. I'm not into lawyer movies. This is kind of intriguing because it is sort of like a conspiracy a little bit. Lawyers are getting killed. And we get two things in this that I love in Tom Cruise movies. Him sprinting, because he's a short king. It looks hilarious. And also, Tom Cruise has this thing that maybe it's in his rider for doing a movie. He has to be avoiding somebody looking for him, hanging from a ceiling in some way where his sweat is dripping down and causing him to be found out. It happened in Mission Impossible, and it happens in this, Steve.
That's his scientific oath. It's supposed to be 33 beads of sweat in every scene that he was running from no, I don't know.
Being glib, Steve. You're being glib.
Yeah.
And Tom wouldn't appreciate that.
Hop on the couch.
That being said, though, I enjoyed this. There are a lot of cool actors in this. Love seeing Wilford Brimley not in a Diabetes commercial or Cocoon.
It's shocking. This is my first time watching it. This is a very shocking role.
Yeah, dude.
Watching Wilford Brimley, didn't he used to do an oatmeal commercial too back in the day?
I mean, he's done probably a Life Alert, probably some kind of AARP nonsense. All of the old people commercials.
A lot of weekday afternoon activity
for too. Something with fiber in it, definitely.
It was one of those, man. You want to escape Wilford Brimley, just drop a donut in front of him.
I got diabetes, and I have to kill this motherfucker.
I agree as far as like law procedurals. I'm not a big fan of those movie-wise, man, but I actually enjoyed this because look at the cast, man. It's got Gene Hackman, it's got Ed Harris, and I have not realized how much I rock with some Ed Harris. And this
Ed Harris is a baller, dude.
He plays a bald badass in this movie, man. Shout out to the baldies.
I mean, Ed Harris is the bald badass. He's right up there, Steve. Mr. Clean, Ed Harris. I'm not including Vin Diesel in that list.
He's a short king.
Rock, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But Ed Harris, dude. Yeah, shout out. I mean, watch even as you go. Whatever age he is now, 105, whatever it is, he's still playing a bald badass, shooting people.
Salute to that motherfucker, man. And for years, man, I was trying to figure out what movie like, have I seen parodied where a guy's talking to another guy on Lincoln Memorial, and sure enough, this is the one.
This
I
is it.
like. I thought it was a 70s movie, a 80s movie, because I remember seeing that in like Family Guy. I'm sure Simpsons has done it. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, this is I mean, and it was a huge movie too. This was a
yeah,
pretty big blockbuster at the time. I remember it being pretty big, and it was in a series of these, like the Pelican Brief, and there's a lot of lawyer movies in the 90s that
yeah.
kind of like a little bit like this, but I don't know. I enjoyed this one, man. Shout out.
Yeah, and Jean Triplehorn, man, she was the girl with the stockings in Basic Instinct that Michael Douglas had on the side. She was the chick with the glasses that wasn't Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, he ripped them panty drawers off. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, bend over the couch. But somebody who probably didn't watch either of these, and well, hold on. Also in 1993, Son-in-Law premieres. Having gotten a taste of college life, a drastically changed farm girl returns home for Thanksgiving break with her best friend, a flamboyant party animal who is clearly a fish out of water in a small farm town. Directed by Steve Rush, starring Pauly Shore, Lane Smith, and Carla Gugino.
Middle
Buddy.
America. Middle America. We's a little Steve. I don't know. I feel like this is most people's favorite Pauly Shore movie. I'm an In the Army Now guy. I know you don't care for that movie too much, but I'm more of that. But this is a good one, man. And it has two 90s hotties in it too, Steve. Carla Gugino and Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I mean,
I was shocked because that should have been the main. Bro, you got one of the goats of white girldom. Like, she should be the main love interest in everything. White Girl Hall of Fame. The other girl, she's cute, but dog, we talking about the Michael Jordan of white girls, in
but
my opinion.
Steve, I'll agree with you all day. Obviously, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, yes, but go ahead and watch Carla Gugino in the Sin City movie and see how she matured. Oh, baby.
I saw Sin City.
Well, she's the Marv's like lawyer that gives him pills, and she shows her titties in it. Carla Gugino ain't. You're not gonna kick her out of bed for
No,
crackers.
no.
Yeah, some amazing hotties in this. Great stars, dude. The great Hambino's in this.
Yeah.
The dad is great. I don't remember his name, like his actual name, and the mom.
Lane Smith, True Value, Tommy Lee.
Everybody's good in it. Even the dad's like second in command that's always fucking with Pauly Shore. That guy's great. I feel like he was either on a character on Tool Time, or he was just somebody that was always in movies.
Dennis Berkeley, the farmhand.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. He was in a spinoff of Sanford and Son called Sanford. Whenever I see him, that's like, I know, random shit, but hey, I'm Steve. Have we met?
Munch a little grindage, Steve. That's really what this is all about. And this is this movie's been made 1,000 times, where like a city person comes into an old like conservative country town and transforms it. You know, the ladies start wearing makeup, Steve.
Yeah, taking off the bras.
I mean, so is it going to win an Oscar? No. Is it something Pauly Shore should hang his hat on? Absolutely.
But yeah. You want to know who didn't watch either of these in 1993, though, Matt?
Who?
Probably American actor Fred Gwynn, the original Herman Munster.
That was a pretty fucking good impersonation.
He had the craziest laugh, but yeah, man, born in 1926, July 2nd, man. He died at the age of 66, and he was also in Car 54. Where are you?
Car 54, where are you?
That's why you're my friend.
I love that shit.
I still do, man. And of course, he was the judge in My Cousin Vinny, too. That was his last role before he passed.
You want to go on that, Rod? He was in Pet Cemetery. Did you say that?
Pet Cemetery. Yeah, man. But yeah, RIP to that legend. And That following year, 1994, we would lose Colombian footballer Andre Escobar. And I don't care about soccer, but I watched the 30 for 30 on this guy. And Escobar is the guy who kicked his own field goal. He kicked his own goal, he kicked the ball into his own goal.
Yeah.
And in Colombia, the soccer is big business, like a lot of these South American countries, man. So that pissed a lot of people off. And it was either that night or maybe like shortly after he was killed. Yeah, man.
Hey, man, don't fuck around.
But the 30 for 30, ironically, he had close ties to the other Escobar because that Escobar was a huge fan of soccer. So he actually he funded the team. He was always bringing them in for like party. Like he looked out for those guys, man. So
I wondered if he was related.
No, he wasn't, because they definitely touched on that in the 30 for 30. It's called the Two Escobars, so man, it's worth checking out. And yeah, RIP to, he was a legend too. That following year, 1995, Dr. Katz is airing season 1, episode 6, Family Car. Ben asks Dr. Katz if he can borrow the car. While at Katz's office, the car is towed because Ben parked in a no parking anytime space.
It's more of a suggestion, Steve.
And you like Ben. He's just frustrating. He reminds me of like the guy from Perrysburg who had affluent parents, and he slipped into success. Like, I don't got to do that for homework. And like he's making more money than both of us combined. Fast forward,
baby.
Ben is that guy. Always had hot chicks, despite like not even playing for a team or even being really cool. He just
he's got access, Steve. He's got access. And he's got a real laissez-faire attitude on life, which I appreciate. But right at home when this begins, we also find out Ben's a collector, Steve. A couple more box tops on the cereal he eats, and he's about to get the top, I think, Grizzly toy. I don't know, some kind of cereal toy.
You can get like 25 of those at Family Dollar.
You're probably right about that. Definitely getting some kind of weird disease off of the toy residue also after you eat the cereal. But
yeah.
Ben, he has a question for his dear old dad, which is, can I borrow the car? And understandably, given, like you said, Ben's attitude and just general personality, I wouldn't want to do that.
No, dude. Like, but in his mind, it's like both theirs. We just keep it in the driveway.
But Dr. Katz also is like, maybe who uses the bus, Ben? Because I got a job, I might need that car. And Ben, he's like, well, Ben's answer about who uses the bus, Steve, poor people, and you can't touch that. You can't go into next to those grossies.
I mean, nothing against the poor. I love the poor. Look, you are the poor. Oh, yeah.
Better than that. Then we cut to the office, and the first patient that Dr. Katz is seeing is none other than Anthony Clark, Steve, Tony. Anthony Clark, I don't know if you remember a show called Boston Common.
I do.
And I think Anthony Clark was in Paid in Full too, Steve. If you look him up, I think he was actually in that.
One of the junkies or something? Or?
I think so. I have to look it up. I don't have it up in front of me right now, but yeah, Anthony's in the office, and it's just because his parole officer thought it'd be a good idea. Yeah. He's got issues.
They have this program where they encourage you to talk instead of picking up a pack of matches. And he's from Gladys, Virginia, which is like just a town full of tobacco farms.
Yeah. And he's like, if you got a year to live, move there, because every day seems like an eternity. There is nothing to do. And I lived in Virginia, Steve. There is nothing to do.
Yeah. Even less than Ohio. But and his family, they're so ugly. He can't help but think about all the products available to prevent this from happening. We got Noxzema, Clearasil, different oils and creams.
You guys could be using all these. You guys could be using the bus even, anything. But He's also got a big bone sister, Steve.
Yeah.
Shut up. It's not her fault. Okay.
Yeah. He has a mother. She throws a Christmas party every year, and I have to go with my siblings because none of us can face her one on one. So one time she put the microwave in the bathroom, and nobody knew what the hell was going on. So we were like, well, "What's going on with the microwave in the in the bathroom?" Oh, we put the bigger one in the kitchen.
Food in the bathroom is just not a good idea, Steve. Also, Tony, he doesn't fuck around when it comes to dating either, because he had an Irish girlfriend who broke up with him. Immediately called ICE, Steve. Get out of here.
Ice, ice, baby. Dr. Katz, you're not listening. Don't you think you should face me when we're having our one-on-one sessions? Do you think you should face yourself?
So then we cut to the road. Ben's enjoying his time with the car. Suddenly the car phone rings. Fun story about car phones. When they first came out, I think it was like $100 a minute, Steve. And I knew a rich kid who had his dad had a car phone, and we called a couple of phone sex lines, and just using it for about a minute a piece for a couple lines, it was like $300. So we got to talking.
Oh yeah, baby, I'll fart in your mouth.
1-800-FAT-CHICKS. Hit one for 200 plus pounds. Oh my God, what? There's somebody's going to answer. Those were the days, Steve, when you used to call on payphones, phone sex lines, just to hear the message. It was fantastic. But while Ben's driving, his dad's calling just to make sure that he's not dead or has crashed the car. And unfortunately, basically causing a very dangerous situation here because Ben doesn't know, one, how to drive, and two, how to operate a car phone.
This fool can't even eat a turkey sandwich cold.
It's a perfect storm. Dr. Katz was like, so which foot do you brake with? And Ben's like, wait, I have the left. He's like, no, you use the right. So Ben's braking and hitting accelerate at the same time. And also he thinks he needs to shift the car, but it's an automatic. So God knows what he's done, Steve.
Yeah, he's driving with both feet. And yeah, because he finds out, he's braking and gassing at the same time. Then we cut to Laura, and she's talking in Italian. I don't know what she's talking about, but Dr. Cass is just trying to ask her to do something because she is the secretary. I need a folder, please.
I'm on the phone. Thank you. To Italy. You're paying for this.
Well, okay.
I just could use a coffee. I really never asked you for that. Okay, whatever. So Dr. Katz he doesn't really have a lot of backup, but he does have Andy Kindler in the office. And before Andy gets in, he just asked if Dr. Katz even asks about him when he's not there.
Is this a formal situation? Can I come in here with a t-shirt? Do I need to wear a dress shirt or a blazer or?
So he gets in and he basically sums his family up like this. They live in complete fear, Steve. His mother's so bad that when he gave her a magic eye book, she was like, is this going to damage my eyes? Just constant worrying. And I sympathize, Andy. I'm not Jewish, but my mother does this, so I get it.
I'm scared of being arrested. I hope they don't play good cop, bad cop with me. I hope they play good cop and even better cop. Want some coffee? How about some extra pastries with that?
We all would love that, Andy. And then he actually went on an audition and he was like fooling around and stuff. And the audition lady was like, don't be shticky. Don't be shticky, Andy. And he's like, you know how I took that? She hates Jews. Don't be so Jewy, Andy. Don't shtick it up.
Yeah. And now Ben arrives at the office and he lets Laura know that he's dropping his dad's car off. So I'll just leave the keys with you. All right.
It's hanging out. And she's like, where'd you park it? Oh, it's just out front. She's like, you mean where all the signs say no parking?
Absolutely. Anytime.
Those are just suggestions, Laura. So we cut back to the session. Andy's talking about how his style of comedy doesn't really appeal to everybody. He did some focus groups just to figure out the issue, and he got back the results that the people who like Andy are basically people who are Andy himself. That's it.
Yeah. And Ben, he's went through every magazine in the office, and he's like, all right, I guess I'll just keep it pushing. All right. Hey, Ben, want to see something cool? Come over here to the window. Oh, that's my dad's car getting towed. No tow. No tow.
No, he's like banging on the glass. Hey, hey. Laura says, "Give me the keys. She'll take care of it." So he does. He's in shambles, Steve. But meanwhile, Dr. Katz doesn't know his car's being towed. And in the session, Andy's talking about watching the Three Stooges, and he figured out why women and why most people don't like it, because it's not funny.
That's not true, Andy.
It's not funny, Steve. It's sticky.
It's and she's crying. Laura's crying in front of the tow driver now, trying to sell a sob story, and she eventually gets the car back. I guess that's the power of having breasts.
My mother's sick with every disease known to man and these breasts. So car's coming down, Steve. Be nice. I've never gotten anything because of how I looked, except dirty looks. Snooty.
Look is a look. Hey, one point, back to Andy, like he tells his mom about the roles that he didn't get, and she's always like, well, it's their loss. It's like, oh, really, Mom? Because I think they're taking it quite well.
I just wanted you to be a surgeon, Andy. And Andy says that he could never be a surgeon because he's an obsessive compulsive, and he'd just be stuck in the washing your hands phase of surgery where he's like, I'm still washing my hands.
Yeah. Let me give you an example, doctor. I'm afraid I'd leave a piece of paper on the counter, and I left the window open a little bit, and the wind blew the piece of paper into the pilot of the stove, and now I have a house fire.
I've done that. I need to go see Dr. Katz. I'm crazy, Steve. So Andy's out now. He's finished his session, and as he's leaving, he goes, I just Dr. Katz is always kind of like looking at me funny when I leave. Should I be tipping? And Laura's like, yeah, absolutely. Here, I'll take that. Because of them tits, Steve.
She might be my favorite on the show. And now we're at the bar, and Dr. Katz is telling a joke that I did not get. I played it back like 3 times, still didn't understand.
Oh, okay. Well, the joke is a guy comes in last week and says, my problem is I think I'm a pop tent, a TP. I'm a TP. I'm a pop tent. I looked at him and said, you know what your problem is? You're too tense. And that means, and when you hear 210, Steve, TWOTNTENTS, not 2 tense like 2 tense, a T.
I get that part, but what's the pofet like? I'm a pofet.
I'm a pop tent.
I'm a pop tent.
A pop tent is just a small tent that pops out. It's not a good joke,
It's not. It's horrible.
Julie's more into the knock joke he tells, which is terrible too.
Yeah,
I feel like Julie's sexy, Steve. I know she's very low quality animation, but she's got a sexy ass voice.
Yeah, they drew a sexy mouth on her too.
Damn. But Dr. Katz asked Stanley for a ride because his car's on the fritz. Not only it didn't get towed, Steve, but we find out that, in addition to just kind of weird driving habits that Ben has, he also drove the whole time with the e-brake on. Oops.
Yeah. Just screeching the whole, like everything.
And I like Stanley's like, oh, that's gonna just really ride your Krishkis.
Yeah,
it's gonna strip them.
Stanley's so full. He's full of it, man. Now we cut back to Ben and Dr. Katz, and Ben's just like, dude, I get it. I'm so over it. How many times do I have to apologize? And Dr. Kat's like, dude, all right, man, but can you please take a shower? You smell ripe.
You stink, Ben. You're the stinky kid, and you ruined my car. And Dr. Katz is just basically like, look, man, I'm like, I don't feel comfortable. We got a cleaning lady coming over, and I don't want her to have to put up with it. I'll deal with it, but that's not fair to her. Basically, Dr. Katz also is just worried. He's like, Ben, I'm worried that you're never going to, what if you ever need your own car? And Ben's like, why would I mean, we have a car. It's the family car. Why would I ever need my own car, Dad?
Yeah, nice, colorful car that we have.
It's the family car.
Man, boy, do I stink. And
I love it. He's like, man, I stink.
And now Katz is talking to Tony again, and he's concerned about his job. It requires so much travel. And the thing about riding on airplanes, he doesn't like the bumping. One time the stewardess comes over to him and wakes him up and tells him we're experiencing turbulence. And it's like, well, thanks for waking me up.
Would have been a shame if I slept through that.
Yeah.
And then we cut to Andy's session again. And Andy's just got he's got something stuck in his craw, working with comics who don't have like a correct premise. He went into a store and I saw a sugar-free chocolate. Who's that for? It's for a diabetic, you idiot.
Yeah, so this insulin, yeah, what's that about, right?
Fat people, am I right? Eat less. Jesus. But before comedy, Andy did have a couple of bad day jobs. He worked door-to-door sales and just realized that basically people don't want to be bothered at home. So he had to give it up. It's true.
Totally.
That's got to be a rough job. I work in sales, door-to-door. That's got to be just degradation.
And my mom, she always gets her stories wrong. Are you listening, honey? Your cousin Michael's going to college. You went to college. You were an English major. Do you think that would be a good major for Michael? Is it good for him? You played violin. Your cousin wants to play some kind of instrument. You think you'd be good for the violin?
Andy, you were a bartender. Make your uncle a scotch and soda, please. Pull your cock and balls out.
How much is that weigh?
Can you fuck it?
Stick my dick in it. And that following year, 1996, Crucial Conflict would release the final tick. Smoking on, hey, in the middle of the bond.
That's, I to be honest with you, Steve, that was one of the few songs I liked on the album. I feel weird saying it. I thought I liked Crucial Conflict more, and I feel like I know them from something that's not their solo joint.
Yeah.
Did they feature on like a famous song that I'm like I can't remember?
Well, they're from Chicago, so they collaborated, I believe, with Twista. They did some stuff with 3-6 Mafia. They
might
did
be a Twista thing. I think I need to go back and look at that. They might have collabed with Twista on some I'm thinking of, but I mean, Hay's good, dude. I love a nice weed smoking song.
This is summer going into 8th grade, and man, this was on my summer of '96 soundtrack, man. Like, I didn't even know what they were referring to. I just know smoking on, hey, in the middle of the bond. It's a solid album, man. I just don't think that they got the push that they deserve because the guys could rap, and I don't know, Chicago, man, you got some stiff competition, put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. But hey.
Also in 1996, Nas would release It Was Written. Man, this is how I was introduced to Nas. Illmatic, it's highly regarded as one of the greatest hip-hop albums of all time. But in 94, when it came out, I think I just wasn't ready to receive that level of MC-dom. Yeah. Come 96, the video with Lauryn Hill, and I just felt like everything was right. I was ready to receive Nas.
I owe him a big apology, Steve, because one, I will say basically what you said in that I don't think I appreciated Nas when I was younger, especially like I feel like in like the 90s and maybe like going into like the 2000s when we were early into college, there was a huge like who's better, Nas or Jay-Z? And
Right.
I would always say Jay-Z at that time. But after listening to this now as an adult, this album's way better than anything. I mean, this is I mean, I'm sorry, dude. Like I was listening to this front to back. There's some Jay-Z albums, but I'm not saying that he's better. I'm saying that this is an argument that I was like not even giving Nas any shine to, and it's
Yeah.
so close. This album, I didn't listen to this. I listened to the hits. I always love Street Dreams. I would listen to this front to back. There's nothing you need to turn off. And I wasn't smart enough or patient enough to listen to what he was saying at the time. And when you actually listen to it, it's like Jesus. Like you can't help but come away like blown away.
One of the greatest MCs of all time, and I know quite a few people who think he is the greatest, man. And the narrative about Nas that people have put out there is that he's not a good beat selector. And I feel like those people have not listened to It Was Written front to back, because the production on this is solid. And just like he is with any beat, Nas is so in the pocket, with his flow on this album.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep like saying exactly what you're saying, but I was surprised to be able to go through this front to back, and even songs. What is the name of this song? Sorry, Suspect. That song is insanely nasty, and the song before that with JoJo, Black Girl Lost,
Yeah.
that's nasty. Um,
Nas is Coming, the Dr. Dre produced song.
Street Dreams is, and that's like a beat selection. If somebody just says he has bad beat selection, that beat is like all time good. And then
Yeah.
there's one last one. Oh, watch them. I'm just gonna flip it to haters.
with Foxy, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great song too. I mean, this whole album's fantastic. So this, especially like listening to this now, really made me regret like never considering it when I was younger and being like, yeah, Jay-Z's way better.
Yeah.
I was just never because honestly, dude, I was like, Nas pissed me off for a while just because he was such a bad actor. I was like, this fucking belly, dude. I can't say
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
I think we going to Africa, babe.
No emotion.
Yeah, that's Nas though, man. Nasty Nas in your area. But that same year in 1996, De La Soul would release Stakes is High, another act that I didn't appreciate until being an adult.
And I'm late because I'm coming into this now. Like I've heard people talk about De La Soul, and I like Q-Tip, and they've been referenced a lot, but I've never really listened to them too much. This is a fucking fantastic album.
Wait, Q-Tip's not even in the group. What are you talking?
I was well.
Okay. You're talking about the boom bap community? Okay.
Like basically, but and I think he collaborated on some stuff with them, but
yeah,
I never listened to De La Soul. I've only heard them like talk about how great they are through like people I respect, like Dave Chappelle and Mos Def and people like that.
Exactly, man. Like, thanks to Chappelle, I feel like he brought some underground people, and I don't know if De La Soul is really underground, but he brought that community of hip hop to the limelight. The Mos Defs, the Commons, and at the time, Kanye, who was just kind of kickstarting his solo career. So I'll never forget the De La Soul episode where one of the guys has the Incredible Hulk like glove,
Yeah,
and they're on a bus, and he just had it on. I just thought that was different and cool, man.
yeah. Chappelle did a real. That show doesn't get enough credit for some of the musical stuff that they were doing, especially like that shit where they were on the bus rapping outside and stuff. That was nasty, dude. And honestly, I don't really know if it was through that show or through Jordan as much, but like that's how I found out about Common too. To be honest with you, I wasn't that into Common.
De La Soul, they have the debut called 3 Feet High and Rising, and that's one of those critically acclaimed albums. But I actually like Stakes is High better.
Well, I don't have a reference point. Like, I can't compare them. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. But this is another one where I might have like flipped through a few songs, but it's pretty much a front to backer too.
Yeah, man. Shout out to those guys. And that following year, 1997, Men in Black premieres. James, an NYC cop, is hired by Agent K of a secret government agency that monitors extraterrestrial life on Earth. Together, they must recover an item that has been stolen by an intergalactic villain. Directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, starring Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith, Linda Florentino, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Rip Torn.
And Tony Shalhoub. And David Cross.
Yeah.
And I think Michael Jackson at the end. But I mean, this was for me, this is the pocket of blockbuster summers that we were getting where it was like Independence Day. Like Will Smith was just hitting it out of the park. Summer after summer, he would make millions of dollars, and then those movies he made hundreds of millions of dollars. It was a foregone conclusion.
Don't forget Bad Boys.
And this movie, though, like, it had it all, too. We got the Men in Black song from Will Smith. We got the freaking Will Smith hitter movie. This was a quality movie, dude. Barry Sonnenfeld killed this. Loved it. Still love it. I think it probably got ran into the ground. I'm sure they made 4 or 5 of these that I lost track of. But this one killed it. And shout out to Vincent D'Onofrio, who plays just a fantastic villain in this. Yeah. A man came in here. A dead man. He looks so crazy in this, but I just dug it, man. I think this is like maybe when this might be the like mathematical pinnacle of Will Smith's career, Steve, when he was hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, he was a dual threat, just like a Jamie Foxx, and the man just had the Midas touch from TV to music to movies. In the 90s, what couldn't he do?
Man in Black, Galaxy Defender. I mean, come on, Steve. And then this is right where it about tipped over, because then he did Wild Wild West, and that's where the jump to sharks, Steve. I feel like that's where it teetered a little bit. You saw the chink in the armor.
Yeah, but he did also go on to do Ali, which was nominated. And then, of course, the one he won the award for, but that was kind of overshadowed by,
Yeah.
Still love you, though, Will.
Yeah. Dig you.
I bet you don't even know who didn't see this in 1997. You're not going to believe it.
Nobody didn't see it, Steve, unless they died.
Yeah, because this person, James Stewart, a.k.a. Jimmy Stewart, passed away at the age of 89.
Well, that's a very pleasurable sensation. I love Jimmy Stewart because of Dana Carvey, Steve. That's why I love Jimmy Stewart. Never dug the movies too much, but shout out Jimmy Stewart. One of the OG, maybe heartthrobs, but movie stars.
Was he?
I don't know. I mean, he was a movie star, so I'm assuming he got some love, right?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Mr. Potter.
I mean, obviously we weren't around during those times, but I get the vibe that he was kind of like who's the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Kind of like that. Like,
I thought he was. I mean, I'm thinking, to me, Tom Hanks is who I'm pulling.
Okay, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
He's not a heart.
Like there's some ladies that want to suck a THD, Steve.
I mean, yeah, everybody loves clout, even back then.
And that's a very pleasurable sensation.
Yeah. Well, there's Errol Flynn. Well, he's 80 years old. I don't care. He's famous. I don't know.
Yeah, hell yeah. I talked to Anna Nicole Smith. You know, I don't know if you call that clout, but money, clout, whatever.
Yes. Sometimes clout is currency. I'm a fan of Jimmy Stewart because of Jim Carrey.
There you go. I mean, we're all fans of Jimmy Stewart because of an impersonation. That's really it. I mean, I never dug Miracle on 30 or whatever, not Miracle, whatever it is.
Not White Christmas.
Yeah, it is White.
Is it White Christmas?
Caucasian Christmas. No, I forget what. It's a Miracle. It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yeah, man.
It is, Jimmy. It is.
And in 1999, Summer of Sam premieres. Spike Lee's take on the Son of Sam murders in New York City during the summer of 1977, centering on the residents of an Italian-American Northeast Bronx neighborhood who live in fear and distrust of one another. Directed by Spike Lee, starring John Leguizamo, Adrian Brody, Mira Sorvino, Jennifer Esposito, and Anthony LaPaglia.
I don't know where this falls in Spike Lee's catalog for you. It's not one of my favorites.
It's different, because obviously Spike Lee has his own kind of like aesthetic. This is not, I feel like this didn't fit the aesthetic. Obviously, yeah, it's from New York, but I feel like that's where it stops, because this might be his first movie where it's not centered around a black character. It's not like the cast isn't like mostly black.
And I also feel like there's some typical Spike Lee things that we get in his movies, like when they cut away to people talking to the camera or something. Like there's like things singular to his style where
he's in it.
He is in it, but I'm talking like characters like, I don't know, I'd have to like show you an example, but I feel like we're missing things that I would say are his style and his aesthetic that aren't in this movie. There's good things in this movie. Unfortunately for me, I think I always when I first wanted to see this, it was because Jennifer Esposito was in it, and it looked like there was a lot of fucking, and you would see her naked, and I don't think you do.
No.
Well, as a kid, I was disappointed. And if you're looking to get like a movie about the killing or like the Son of Sam stuff, it's not even really about that. It's about like the paranoia that New York was going through when all that was going on in the summer. And the highlights of this movie to me are John Leguizamo. He actually kills it. I think he's great in it. He's like a sex maniac, sexaholic dude. He's kind of like a fucked up dude. And he plays a great character. Everybody's good in it, but for some reason, like, I don't know, man. It's not my favorite. One thing that is my favorite, and I think most people, when they watch this is the one thing that stands out, is when they actually cut to the Son of Sam freaking out, and the dog comes into the room and is like, kill them! Kill them! It's the cheesiest shit of all time. It's so cool.
Is that what the song Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, is that what that's about?
It might be. I mean, I forgot that was how he kind of like tried to say he was going crazy. That Son of Sam dude, like that was his excuse, that a neighbor dog came and told him to kill all these people or whatever. So in this movie, you actually see that happen, and it's one of the funniest things of all time. And I think there's a lot of scenes like this. Like I remember it like in Blow, where Johnny Depp is fighting with his wife and they have like a crazy like couple argument in a car. Mira Sorvino and John Leguizamo have that same argument in here. And it's fucking crazy, dude, because she's calling him the F-bomb. He spits on her, is calling her like a lesbian and a slut. And she just cracks his ass, dude. Yeah. It's fucking a really well done scene. And I think John Leguizamo did an interview, and Spike Lee was like, yeah, dude, just spit on her. And she didn't know that was coming. So when she got spit on, bam, she fucking cried. So that's real acting, Steve.
Man, Mira Sorvino could smack me anytime. And the guy who plays Adrian Brody's stepdad, Mike Starr, that's the guy from Dumb and Dumber. And he was also in Goodfellas. He's been in a lot of stuff. Miller's Crossing.
Well, and the one guy who I think is like the head like mob dude,
Pazan.
He's Jackie Treehorn from The Big Lebowski, and he's the bad guy in Roadhouse. He's the rich guy that Swayze beats the shit out of at the end, gives him like a what for. But I don't know, man. Like I watched it and I had the same like not satisfied reaction that I did when I was younger. And now it's like the things I like about it the most, like the music and like the time period and stuff. I'd rather watch Boogie Nights.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So for that, it's not its fault. But yeah, I don't know, man. There's just better Spike Lee movies. But there's interesting shit in this, man. It's funny that it's just like a lot of the movie is people like, yeah, who is this guy? And it's just like mob dudes, like an Italian guy's like, yeah, that guy looks funny as shit. That guy, Adrian Brody looks crazy. He's the guy.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's Reggie Jackson.
Listen, 44. Who's in? That's the caliber of the bullet. What's his number? 44. It's very it's how people got into like storming the Capitol, Steve. It's the same logic. So I guess that there's just dummies all the time, Steve. 70s, 80s, and you can get rubes anywhere.
Make them say Q, a na na na. But what are the callbacks for this week?
I just had a funny little. I used to be a subscriber to a magazine called Disney Adventures, Steve, which obviously Disney. So I'm thinking it's going to be pretty tame, right? Or they're not going to mention a lot of stuff. But in their summer movie madness guide, what is the first movie that they're telling us to watch? Blank Man, Steve. Disney. That's crazy. Love that. Cut to the next page, and I'm just giving you an idea of some other movies that were going to be hot in 1994, summer of 94. Camp Nowhere with Christopher Lloyd. Love that. Little kids get over on adults joint. Baby's Day Out, the movie where they baby ends up with it's like Home Alone kind of, but with a baby. I don't know if you remember that.
Stupid ass movie.
A Troll in Central Park. Don't remember that. But another one I mentioned in this episode, In the Army Now, Steve, hot, 94, Pauly Shore.
That's all you, buddy.
And then this is one that kind of hits my heart. It's not that good, but I don't know if you like the movie A Christmas Story with Ralphie and stuff. They made a sequel of that movie with Kieran Culkin in 94, where it's just like the summer after that movie comes out. And
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
It's called, I fucked up, Steve. I forget what it's called. It's called It Runs in the Family, Steve. And it's a follow-up to A Christmas Story. So that was what's hot in 94, according to Disney Adventures.
Yeah.
Little fun fact for you guys. How about you?
All I have is we smoking on hey in the middle of the barn. Check out our friends Food Show Fanatics as well as Crushgasm, our guy Clark the Shark on Podcastle, and Wrestling with Ronzilla on TikTok. This is Steve G and Matt G with
Happened in the 90s.
You're a bitch.
Ooh, a titty. Ooh, two.
Put 'em in